So let's start. This is the last topic of our operation and product management. Today we will learn about the quality, material management and the operation management in digital era. Like or digital age you can say. Like how you can manage the quality, how you can manage the inventory with the better quality to supply to the others, and also how you will manage a operation in your organization, like how you will do, how what at what time you need to complete your things. Okay, so we will learn about that. Firstly, I'm started with the guidelines, very quick and fast. Maintain the discipline for the smooth conductions of the interactive live session. Type in your name with the roll number and the program name on the chat to mark your attendance. Also, raise your questions only after the completion of a session and do not intervene in between. Avoid posting irrelevant question. Also, do not start any personal conversation over here. Interaction with the faculty should be constructive and no distributive comment will be appreciated. For any other issues, please contact our academic support service number is there on the screen, and you can also mail us your query on this mail ID. IMS manager CODE@VGU. Okay. Now we'll start with the learning objective. By the end of this session, you all will be able to understand about the concept of quality management, total quality management principle and quality improvement techniques. Also explain the role of inventory management, how we can manage our inventory, our things, and inventory control method. Also EOQ and MRP in organizational operation. Third point is stated that examine the impact of technology, automation and digital transformation on the modern operations management. And lastly, analyze the industry 4.0, global supply chain and international operation in today's business environment. So let's begin first with the quality management, material management and operation management in the digital area. Digital age or digital era. What is this and how it will be helpful for any organization? We will learn about that. Okay. So firstly, quality management help the organizations to maintain the high standard in the product service. The line it itself clarify. I am saying this example in each and every lecture that the language is so simple that you can understand by the written of it, that the quality management help the organizations to maintain the high standard in the product and the services. Simply, what is quality? Quality is that we can fulfill our customer needs, want and expectation according to their. We are serving a thing that will be reliable, durable and can be useful for the longer period. We are serving a best quality. Okay, quality simply like you are not selling just thing for the profit. You are selling the things for the getting the goodwill, getting the reputations and also for your growth. So quality management help organizations to maintain the high standard in the product and service. Every benchmark has been already set. Second, material management ensures the right material are available at the right time and the cost. That means how you will maintain a material. Suppose I am the organization and I am the person who will going to manage the material. But how will I? Like I need to provide or I need to produce a 3000 shirt at the month end and I need a raw material as of now. But can I contact my other person who will be able to provide me the raw material as of now are available? Might be possible they are having some issues. So I do have a dedicated department of a material management. By doing this, I can manage at what right time I need a material, at what price and at what right timing. Okay. Digital technology are transforming operations through the automations and the data driven decision. Of course, by having the advanced technology, by having the extra technology, or you can say the industry 4.0 who can cover all the things, not just only mass production, not just only the things, real things, but for industry 4.0 can cover each and every thing, each and every aspect. So digital technology are transforming operations through the automations and the data driven decision. These presentations explore the quality, inventory, technology and the global operations management. For example, company like Amazon and Toyota used quality system and digital technology to improve the better efficiency and moreover customer satisfaction. Now, introductions to the quality management. In the last class, in the 8th lecture of mine MBA, I have clarified, I have present a whole presentations regarding the quality management just to clarify the concept. So if you do not attend that kind of a class, then please reread out all such lectures of 8th class of this operation and product management. In that, the concept of quality management, inventory and total quality management is very descriptive way, and it is very clear. Okay. So let's begin with the introductions to the quality management. Quality management is the process of ensuring that product and service consistently meet the customer expectations. Of course, quality management is the management that focus that whatever we are serving to our customer, it should be matched according to their customer expectations. It focus on improving process, reducing defect and increasing the customer satisfaction. That means it is mainly focused on providing the best process and reducing the defect. If there will be any defect, then the making process will check it, and also increasing the customer satisfaction. Third point is stated that quality management involves planning, controlling and continuously improving organization's activities. That means what quality management do? Quality management help us into plan our things accordingly and control it, and also try to continuous improvement in the organizational activity. Organizations that focus on the quality often achieve a better customer loyalty and business growth. Those organizations who are having a dedicated department of any quality management, they will surely focus on the quality to achieve a better customer satisfaction and to promote themselves. Okay, for example, a restaurant maintaining the same food taste and the service quality each and every day. Meaning of quality. Quality refers to the ability of the product or service to satisfy the customer needs and the requirement. Actual meaning of quality, what is quality? Quality means the ability to satisfy, to pacify and to justify our money, their money which we are having in regards of that product and service. So basically the quality refers to those abilities of the product and service to satisfy the customer needs, want and the requirement. We will provide the best thing. A quality product performs its intended functions effectively and reliably. If we are providing the quality thing to the customer, then of course the product performance is very intended and very effective. Customer often judge the quality based on the... Hello Rohit, you are late for the class. Customer often judge on the quality based on the performance, durability and the value for the money. Whatever customer is paying for the product and service, if you are serving the best quality, then it will be justifying. High quality help the organizations to build a strong reputations in the market. Of course, if you are having the best product and you are serving the sales after service as well, then for surely your brand reputations will increase by the time. For example, a smartphones that work smoothly has a longer battery life and rarely require any repairs. Importance of quality. Now, what is the importance? Quality help organizations to gain the customer trust and increase the customer retention. Of course, if you are serving the best quality, then it will surely help you to getting the trust of a customer, and it will increase the customer engagement also. It reduce the cost associated with the defect, return and rework. That means if you are taking care in the very first stage, whatever you are taking it, then it will surely reduce the cost effect of defect, returns and the any kind of rework. You do not need to do any kind of rework because initially you are taking care whatever you are producing. High quality products and service provide a competitive advantage in the marketplace. That means if you are providing a very high quality product and service, then you can also compete with the advanced market. Like there is having a chance that it might be possible you are getting more sustainable You are getting more accurate things in the market. Quality improve contributes to the longer term business success and profitability. If you are providing the quality whatever the customer is needed, then for surely you can sustain in the market for the longer term, and it will also give you the profit. For example, Toyota is globally recognized for producing reliable and highly quality vehicles, because when the demand needed, Toyota only produced the goods accordingly. Dimensions of quality. How dimensions of a quality differ, that means what kind of a things that we are taking care while we are producing a goods and a service for the better quality. Firstly, performance. How effectively a product performs is intended functions, that means how good a performance can do. Okay, reliability, that how long it will be working. The ability of a product to perform consistently over the time, like when I purchase the product it is the same, and now after 3 or 4 years the product still remain the same. Durability, the expected lifespan of the product before the replacement is needed. Serviceability, that means it should be easy to maintain, repair, and the customer support are available 24/7. This is known as service after sales. For example, a laptop that is fast, reliable, durable, and supported by the good after sales services. The quality management concept has been clear. If you need to learn out in the detail, you can take the lecture number 8. Okay, now we will start a new topic that is of about total quality management, TQM. So this is the introductions of total quality management. What is this? Total quality management is the management approach that focus on the continuous improvement in all the organizational activity. Total quality management, that means engagement of each and every aspect of your organization, like each and every person from top management to the lower management, they are also included in the quality management. Okay, it emphasizes customer satisfaction as the primary objective of a business operation. That means if you are able to set, primary objective of total quality management is simply that you just need to satisfy the customer. Every employee participates in maintaining and improving the quality standard. That means every employee should participate in the improving and maintaining the best quality. Okay, total quality management promotes the teamwork, problem solving approach, and the long term organizational excellences. For example, Toyota production system encourage the continuous improvement at each and every level. Need for total quality management. Why we are needed of this total quality management if we are having the quality management already in our organization? So we are having the need of total quality management because growing competitions require organizations to improve the quality continuously. If I want to sustain in the market for the longer term, then I need to improve my product and my service continuously. Customer expect high quality product and service at reasonable price, and customer also expect good quality, not so much high quality, but a very good quality, whatever the price he or she is paying in regards of the product, then it should be justified. Okay, total quality management help to reduce the operational cost by minimizing the defect and the waste. Okay, it supports organizational growth through the better efficiency and the moreover customer satisfaction. For example, e-commerce company continuously improve delivery service based on the customer feedback. Principles of total quality management, we have already discussed the principle. You can say this class is the revision class of whatever we had learned from the last Sunday to Sunday classes. Okay, so I am just taking a go through with that. Principle of TQM, customer focused. They are the principle: customer focused, continuous improvement, employee improvement, and the leadership commitment. These are the 4 principles that we have explained, that I have explained in the previous class in a very descriptive way. Okay, first point is stated that customer focus ensure that the product and service meet the customer expectations. Of course, the name it itself justified that it is a customer focused principle. So you need to satisfy you need to justify your customer expectation. Continuous improvement is what? Continuous improvement help the organizations to achieve a better performance over the time. Employee involvement encourage the teamwork and the innovation. If each and every employee is indulging in the part of total quality management, then it surely encourages our teamwork and the innovation. Leadership commitment provides the directions and the support for the quality initiative. That means if you are having the leadership commitment, that will surely provide you the better guidance, better directions and the support for the quality initiative. For example, organizations conducting regular quality improvement meetings with the employee. Customer focus in total quality management. Customers are most important stakeholder in any organization, because without a customer, market cannot sustain. We all know these things. Understanding customer needs help business design better product and the service. Once you understand what your customer is want and the need of your customer, then for surely you can grow in a better way. Customer feedback provides valuable information for the improvement. That means if a customer having a good feedback regarding your organization, then for surely this is the mouth of publicity. Okay, so it will surely improve the image and the reputation of your brand. Satisfied customer often become loyal customer and recommend the business to the other, mouth of publicity, which I am talking about. For example, Amazon continuously improved delivery speed based on the customer expectations. Continuous improvement, that means Kaizen. Kaizen is a Japanese word, I guess, or a Chinese word. So this is a technique that continuous improvement means making a small and the regular improvement in the process. If you are doing this, then it will surely giving you the better sorry, then it will surely giving you the better chance to sustain in the market. It helps the organizations to increase the efficient and reduce the operational waste. Employees are encouraged to identify and solve the workplace problem. Of course, employees are very encouraged to identify the problem, and because they are having the problem solving approach, so they are very indulged into that. A small improvement over the time can create a significant business benefit as well. For example, factory workers suggesting the better method to reduce the production delay. Employee involvement in the TQM. This is the fourth principle. This one is the third. If you can read it out in the descriptive way, then this is also this. But in my last or a previous lecture, I guess I have covered all this principle in a very good form. Okay. This is the revision. Only that what we have learned in the previous classes. Okay. Employees play a key role in identifying the quality problem and suggesting the improvement. Participation increase the motivation, responsibility and the teamwork. Of course, if each and every level person is included in the quality management, then it will surely increase their morale, their motivation and the responsibility regarding the organization. Well-trained employees contribute to the better quality outcomes. Organizations often form the quality circles to encourage the employee involvement in the better way. For example, employees working together to reduce the defect in the manufacturing plant. Leaderships and total quality management. First, leaders establish quality goals and communicate them across the organization. Of course, if I am the leader, then I will set my vision that at the end I want this thing. So this will be the vision for the whole entire team. Okay, because I am setting a goal, I am setting a vision, I am setting any objectives that should be communicated in the amongst the department, and it will surely followed. The strong leadership creates a culture focused on the quality and the better improvement. Manager provide the resources and the training needed for the quality initiative. Leadership commitment is essential for the successful total quality management implementation. For example, senior management actively supporting the quality improvements program. Benefits of total quality management. Okay, now I have a total quality management in my organization. What benefit I am getting? First, it improves the customer satisfaction and the loyalty. Second, it reduces the defect, waste and the operational cost. Better customer satisfaction to getting the better loyalty of a customer. Also, it reducing the defect, waste and the operational cost. Enhance the employee participations and the teamwork. If any employee wants to volunteer or if any employee wants to get participate, then it will also encourage the teamwork. Strength organization's competitiveness and the profitability. That means whatever the strength we do have as a teamwork, that will surely help into sustain for the longer term in the market, and it will surely give the chance of getting more profit. For example, company achieving higher sales because of improved quality product. Introductions to the quality tool. What quality tools we are using? Quality tools are the technique used to identify, analyze and solve the quality related problem. Those tools which we are using to identify the problem, then analyze what is wrong, and after that solving the issue. They help organizations to make the decision based on the facts and the data, that this is the fact, this will be the problem, and we do have this kind of a data. Now what is the solution of that? Quality total support, continuous improvement and the process control. If we are supporting the continuously, we are having a good quality tools, then it will surely improve our process of producing any goods or services. These tools are widely used in the manufacturing and service industry. For example, factories using charts and the diagram to monitor the production quality. Pareto chart. What is this? A Pareto chart is a bar graph used to identify the most important cause of a problem. Like this is the sheet, and I am able to draw a chart, okay, or a diagram that will highlight the problem. This is the main cause and this will be the problem. So it is the helpful in that. It is based on the 80-20 principle, which state a few causes create most of the problem. Suppose this is the least problem and I am not taking care of this. So might be possible this least problem will create the large or enlarged problem in the upcoming days. Okay. The chart helps the organization to focus on the area that needed to be immediate attention. Okay. Those small things which we are trying to ignore, we need to focus on that. It supports the better resource allocations and faster problem solving. For example, a company finds that the 80% of a customer complaints come from only two major issues. Cause and the effect diagram, fishbone diagram also we called to the cause and the effect diagram. These tools help identify the root cause of a problem systematically. What is the root cause of that problem? We are identifying this because of this problem. What is the cause and what will be the effect of this? It categorizes the cause into the areas such as people, machines, method and material. Okay. In the fourth part, it has been divided. The diagram visually shows how different factors contribute to the problem. It is widely used for the quality improvement and the process analysis. Why the cause and the effect diagram is using? Because we are here to improve our things continuously. So this will help to improve our quality and the process. For example, a factory uses a fishbone diagram to find the reason of the product defect, the basic root cause problem. Control charts. Control charts are used to monitor the process performance over the period of time. Okay, according to the period of time, this chart will help how we can control our performance. They help to identify whether a process is operating within the acceptable limits. That means I need to identify where the problem is. I need to change that problem or solve that problem within the time. Manager can quickly detect unusual variations and take corrective actions according to the time. They support the consistency, quality control in the operations. For example, monitoring the daily production's output to ensure the quality standard are maintained. Digital transformations and the quality management. Now, digital technology improves the quality management through automations and the real-time monitoring. That means digital technology is a technology that will improve quality management through the automations and the real-time monitoring. Now, I have a real-time data. I can take a future decision by the data, having the data. And my machines are also working because they are having the automation. Okay. Data analytics help identify the quality issues faster and more accurately. Digital system reduce manual error and improve the decision making. Through the digital system, the manual error chances of getting an error through the any human, it will reduce on a low basis, and also it improves the our decision making because we are having the real time data. So according to that, I can identify, I can analyze and take a future decision. Organizations can continuously improve the quality using the digital tool. For example, AI system automatically detecting the defective product on the production lines. Now, introductions to the material management. Material management involves planning, purchasing, storing, and controlling the material efficiently. The definition it itself justified that it will surely helping into the planning. How you plan, like how you produce, how you will sell your product, and how you will take care of that. From where you are ready to purchase a raw material, and also storing, like if you are having the certain amount of a raw material or certain packages of a raw material, where you will store them, where will be your warehouse, and the control material effecting. It ensures the availability of the right material at the right time and the quantity. Like my production should not stop. Why? Because I do have a material management that will provide me the right material at the right time. Effective material management reduces the cost and supports the smooth production. It plays a vital role in achieving the organizational efficiency. For example, an automobile company ensuring all parts available before the production begins. Objective of material management. What is the objective? To ensure uninterrupted productions by maintaining the adequate material availability. That means my product is available or my material should available on time. Basically, the first objective of this thing is to minimize the inventory and procurement less, like I do not have the excess inventory and I do not have the shortage whenever this product will come into the demand. I have the accuracy. To improve the utilization of resource and reduce the waste, I can use my resource fullest, and if any of my resources is sitting idle, then I can use it and reduce my waste. To maintain the quality standard while controlling the expenses. For example, a manufacturing company reducing the storage cost through the better inventory planning. Functions of material management. Purchasing material from reliable suppliers. Purchasing material from the reliable suppliers. Okay, that means you are having the trustworthy supplier and you are purchasing the goods and the things from that only. Managing the inventory and the stock level efficiency. That means you are managing all the inventory what is needed and storing material safely and systematically whenever it's needed, so you can provide them. Handling and transporting the material within the organization also. For example, a warehouse managing the raw material and finished good effectively. Inventory management. Inventory management involves the controlling stocks to meet the productions and the customer requirement. Okay. How inventory managed? That whatever the stock when we need it should not be in the excess amount and should not be in the shortage amount. It should be accurate and should be in a control. It helps to avoid the stock shortage and the excess of inventory. Proper inventory management involves cash flow and the operational efficiency. It ensures product is available when the customer need them the most. For example, a supermarket maintaining the sufficient stock of daily use product. Importance of inventory control. Inventory control reduce the storage and the carrying cost. If you are having the inventory management and inventory control in your system, then your warehouse cost will be reduced on the lesser part. Okay. So it reduces your storage and the carrying cost continuously. It prevents the losses caused by the overstocking and obsolescence. Proper control ensure the smooth business operation, and also it improves the customer satisfaction by avoiding the any stock out. For example, a retail store ensuring the popular products are always available. Now coming forward to the point that stated about ABC analyze. ABC analyze classify the inventory based on the monetary value. A items are high value items that require strict control and monitoring. B items are the moderate value and require regular supervision only. C items are the low value items that need a basic inventory control only. For example, processors may be A item, keyboard may be B items, and the screw should be C item. VED, Ved analysis, classify inventory according to their importance to the operation. Vital items are essential for the business continuity and require close monitoring. Essential items are important but less critical than the vital items. Desirable items are useful but do not significantly affect the operations if it's unavailable. For example, life-saving medicines in the hospital are classified as the vital items because it's a needed. FSN analysis categorize the inventory according to its usage frequency. Fast moving items are frequently used and replenished regularly. Slow moving items are moderate usage rate, and also non moving items remain unused for the longer period and may become obsolete. For example, milk is fast moving, while seasonal product may become the non moving items. HML analyze, classify the inventory according to the unit cost. High cost item required a strict financial control and monitoring. Medium cost item require moderate attention and the review. Low cost item require simply inventory management procedure. Basically, according to need, according to the requirement, we can categorize our things into the ABCD, VED, VEDME, and HML also, and FSN also. Okay. For example, machinery part are high cost item while stationary items are low cost. EOQ. Okay, what is EOQ? Economic order quantity. So basically, this is the quantity that used to determine the ideal quantity of an inventory into order. That means this in that item, in that quantity, we need to produce a goods, whether we are receiving the order for that or not. Okay, it balances the ordering cost and the inventory holding cost. The objective is to minimize the total inventory cost. Why? Because EOQ help organizations to avoid the excessive inventory management, and for example, a company determining the most economical quantity of a raw material to purchase. Benefits of this: it reduces the inventory carrying and the ordering cost. If you are having this, then you are having only those items which can sustain in your warehouse. Improve inventory planning and control because you know what is the excess stock and the shortage of the stock. So you are now producing the goods according to that. Prevents overstocking and the stock shortage. Okay. Supports efficient use of financial resources. For example, a manufacturer reducing warehouse expenses through the optimal ordering. Material requirement planning. What is MRP? MRP is a computerized system used to the plan material requirement for the production. Of course, material requirement planning, that means when we needed the material, how we will get the raw material, and from where we can get the raw material in the bestest price. It calculates the quantity and the timing of the material needed. MRP improve the production scheduling and the inventory control. Okay, it helps the organizations to meet the customer demand very efficiently. For example, automobile manufacturers planning components requirement before the production. Benefits of MRP: ensures the timely availability of the material. Okay, that you are getting a material on time. It reduces the inventory level and the carrying cost because whenever I am needed, I am having the material. Okay, so I do not need to carry it more. It improves the coordinations between the productions and the purchasing. Supports the efficient manufacturing operation. For example, electronic companies using MRP to avoid the material storage. Operations management in the digital age. Now in the digital age, how operation management can evolve. Digital technology are transforming the way organizing the managed operations because firstly we will follow the industry 2.0, then it introduced to 3.0, but now we do have a 4.0 that can automate the industry everything and also giving us a real-time data. Businesses use automations and the data analytics to improve the efficiency. Real-time information supports the better decisions in making. Digital operation help organizations to remain competitive. An example, Amazon using technology to manage the global operation. Role of technology, automation and the industry 4.0. Technology improves productivity, communications and the operational control. That means these technology which will take care about the productivity, in what amount you need to produce, how you can communicate in the team, and what is the operation control, like if anything is producing wrong, then how you will solve it correctly. Automation reduce the manual efforts and it increase the process accuracy. Industry 4.0 integrates IoT, AI, artificial intelligence, big data and cloud computing. A smart system enable the faster and more efficient operation. For example, smart factories using connected machines for the automated production. Global operations management, how globally we can reach that kind of a level. Global operation involves managing the production and business activities across the country. That means you are exporting the goods and the services, and you are managing that is known as global operation management. Organization access international market resource and the talent. Global operations improve the competitiveness and the better business growth. Effective coordination is required across the different region. For example, Toyota operating the manufacturing facilities around the world. Global supply chain and international operation, how they will work together. So firstly, the global supply chain connect the supplier, manufacturer, distributors and the customer worldwide, like where you will get the wholesaler, distributor and the retailer or a manufacturer globally. So this is the global supply chain which will connect those person. International operations require adaptations to the different culture and the regulation. If you are operating internationally, then it will surely require a lot of different culture and the laws and regulation. Efficient supply chain reduce the cost and it improving the customer service in a better way. Technology that play a major role in managing the global business network. For example, Apple sourcing the components globally and the selling products worldwide. So let's take in a story example and the conclusion that we have read it out. Okay. TechPro Industry. TechPro Industries faced a problem related to the product quality, inventory storage, shortage, and the delayed deliveries. Okay, this is a company, TechPro name, and these are having the problem related to the product quality, that they are not providing the best of quality, but they are having the potential to provide that, but they are not getting it. Inventory shortage and also delayed delivery. Okay, so the company adopt total quality management principle first, like customer focused engagement of each and every employee, and also leadership and the quality commitment. Also they use the quality tools whatever we are using, like ABCD, FSN, HML and VED, and EOQ, MRP and digital technology to improve their operation frequently. Automation and Industry 4.0 technology help to reduce the defect, improve the better inventory control, and it increase the productivity automatically. Global supply chain system improve the coordinations with the supplier and the customer across the different countries. As a result, a customer satisfaction increase and the operational cost decreases automatically, and the company achieve the sustainable business growth. So the moral of the story is the quality management, efficient material management, and the digital operations together create a strong foundations for the longer term organizational success. So what are the learning outcomes that we have learned in this session? We have discussed about the importance of the quality management and applied TQM principles to improve the organizational performance. Also, we are here to evaluate the inventory management techniques and material planning method for the efficient resource utilization, and assess the role of a digital technology, automations and Industry 4.0 in enhancing the operational efficiency. And lastly, we have discussion over the analyzing global operations and the supply chain practices to support the competitiveness in the international market. Okay, wait a minute. I guess the screen has been automatically. Hope my screen is visible again. So this is all from my end. Like I have completed the operation and product management, and I have provided you the detailed lecture all about that. If still you are having any issues, any doubt, you can post it and you can ask it. You will surely get the answer. Okay, I am just like revise these slides again. Okay, if there is a problem, you can ask it and you can check it. Introduction, meaning, importance, dimensions, total quality management, need, principles, customer focus, continuous improvement, employee involvement, leadership, benefits, quality tools, Pareto charts, cause and effect, control chart, then now the digital transformation, then material management, objective, functions, inventory management, importance, and what are the functions, ABC, where FSN, HML, economic order quantity, benefit of this, material requirement planning and also benefit of MRP, operation management in digital area, role of technologies, global operations and global supply chain in the international market. Hope I am clear here. Any doubt, any query we can discuss? Okay, so that's all from my end. Thank you, Harish sir, for having me. Okay. Harish sir, am I audible to you? Okay. Then thank you from my end. Have a great day.